Hello, my name's Luke and I'm a registered nutritionist and facilitator for the LIFE program, which is run here in Victoria. This is a general information seminar about the LIFE program and how you can access it and utilize this government-funded program that is designed to improve people's health and well-being over a 12-month period. Now, the program starts with 6 group sessions. And in a 12-month period, you have access to the knowledge, the information to try and improve your health. Now, a lot of people we see who get referred to the program or join the program tend to have things like high cholesterol, higher blood pressure, maybe some weight management issues, looking to become a little bit physically fitter, stronger, or just need that advice to help with some hereditary conditions such as hypercholesterolemia, maybe things like polycystic ovarian syndrome. Now, the program is based here in Victoria and there's hundreds of facilitators that run it in your local area. The program's been going since 2007 and many thousands of people have actually joined and seen a complete lifestyle change and revamp of their entire understanding on health. Now, the program doesn't promote fatty diets. It doesn't promote anything that's not evidence-based. It utilizes the best information that we've got about how to prevent type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. So it's based off 4 big evidence-based journals looking into what methods, what ways can actually lead to a prevention in diabetes. So the program really focuses on things like nutrition, exercise, sleep, mindfulness, definitely reducing stress levels, eating out, social situations, social support, but also how to set those priority goals that could lead to a change in behavior, that could lead in a change in the outcome of your health. So as I said before, it started in 2007, and it's the second largest diabetes prevention program in the world at the moment that we have here in Victoria. The program is based off some solid evidence that creates these goals or this advice around the goals for you to tackle and adapt into your own lifestyle. There's a big focus on educating participants around different types of fats, such as monounsaturated fats, polyunsaturated, saturated and trans fats, and the benefit and also the downside we could have to having too much of those types of fats. Now, we do focus quite heavily on the saturated and trans fats and try and switch them around for the mono and the polyunsaturated fats. There's also a large component on dietary fiber and trying to make sure you're getting the right foods at the right times during the day that gets you up to about 30 grams of fiber within that 24-hour period. Also, there's a big focus on salt and sodium and how to identify that in foods and what it actually does to our kidneys and our blood pressure and how to replace that for alternatives to again improve that vascular system. There's also a large component on physical activity and the different levels of physical activity, such as cardiorespiratory fitness, how to strength train effectively and safely, how to incorporate flexibility into your day, and also the gentle walk and the benefit of doing that. Now, weight is a target of the program, but if you achieve all these goals that we've been talking about, in the background, that weight loss tends to occur. And if you're losing about 5% of your weight in a 12-month period, it has a significant effect on how your body actually functions. Now, there's 4 different aspects to the program. There's an online group course that you can access with your facilitator, or there's a telephone health coaching option if that suits you. There's also face-to-face programs as well as the Aboriginal and culturally and linguistically diverse group that can actually run within your communities as well. Now, why is this program so effective and why has it been around for so long? The key thing is it's free. It's funded by the government, but it's based off very good, solid evidence about how to change someone's behavior, and it connects them to a community. Now, we know if you're working with a practitioner one-on-one, you're going to achieve a lot of benefit. But if you actually work as part of a community group, your outcomes tend to be a lot better compared to working one-on-one. And it also has engagement with that accredited professional who has the knowledge and the expertise to support you, as well as some guest speakers that come in to talk about different topics on that 12-month period. Now, you will get a workbook for this program. It might be an e-copy or a hard copy book. And in that ebook or that hard copy, we're going to work through different scenarios and situations like organizing someone's eating plan, brainstorming barriers versus excuses, looking at how to eat out effectively, reading food labels, but really upskilling you on some fantastic knowledge. And obviously the big component is to prevent type 2 diabetes. So we do ask you to get a blood test in the first 12 weeks of that program so we can have a look to see if there's any major risk factors that we need to address. This is a core requirement of the program and needs to be sent to your facilitator by email or sent to the head office of the Life Program team in Carlton. Now, we do look out for certain symptoms of type 2 diabetes and heart disease and really inform you about what insulin does inside your body and how we can utilize it and how we can protect it to stop it from dropping into categories like type 2 diabetes. Now, some participants really want to come on the program and lose weight, but sometimes we really just want to target improving your insulin sensitivity, which means you're going to utilize the energy from your food a little bit more effectively, feel a little bit less sluggish, and have a little bit more energy throughout the day. Cardiovascular disease is also a major contributor to longevity or reducing your life expectancy. Now, with cardiovascular disease, what we're looking at is basically things like atherosclerosis, the blocking of arteries, the plaques on your arteries, but also looking at your blood tests, such as elevated LDL or triglycerides, we can identify different strategies to try and reduce that sort of buildup of cholesterol in your blood. Now, diabetes and heart disease go hand in hand because they basically work within that vascular system. If you've got elevated glucose within your blood, we really need to address that because it can increase your risk factor of blocking of those arteries and those capillaries and veins and arterioles. So we do work with you quite well to try and inform you and upskill you about this information, not in a scary way, but in an informative way that empowers you. So we do focus quite heavily on the different types of cholesterol, the protein cholesterols, and how to increase the HDL, which is the happy cholesterol that we're after. We also focus quite heavily on food groups, nutrients, and also missing gaps within your diet as well. It could be vitamin D, it could be iron, it could be a whole variety of antioxidants. The best way to find out is keeping a food diary to see what you're eating, but also keeping an eye on your food intolerances and if you've got any allergies as well. So we do focus quite heavily on these different types of fats, and these are some visuals of the fats that we will be talking about within that program, with a particular focus on reducing the saturated and the trans fats, which we know can be quite notorious for our cholesterol levels. Again, we do focus on quite heavily on fiber and the different types of fiber and how they can actually improve your gastrointestinal tract. There also is a link to things like pre and probiotics and the benefit that we can utilize them for to improve our mental health, but also our digestive health as well. Obviously, sodium is very important, and we do talk about takeaways and the frequency of takeaways, and not excluding them entirely, just making some healthier choices when we do go for a takeaway, and maybe just playing with the frequency of that takeaway within that week. Now, food labeling is a very important part of nutrition education, and in the group sessions and also online as well, we get you looking through different types of products, comparing cereals, maybe cereal bars, soups, sauces, yogurts, cheeses, etc., to try and find ingredients that are going to suit our body, but also looking at different levels within that particular product, whether it's saturated fats, sugars, sodium, fiber, etc. And what we try and aim to promote is making small changes. So swapping something that might be increasing your cholesterol to something that's going to give you the same nutrients but less likely to increase your cholesterol. For example, if you're doing, let's say, ham and cheese toasties, maybe we could switch that around for a sandwich with a bit more cucumber, lettuce, tomato, maybe a bit of tuna or chicken breast to completely change the fat profile of that meal, but you're still getting that same meal and that frequency in. And as I said before, the key component of this program is to set those goals. And we set big goals on the program when we start off, but we also set those micro goals that you want to achieve every day and every week, and just assess to see if they're working properly to create that habit, which takes about 66 days to get that habit into play, and then nurturing and maintaining that habit. For example, going for a walk every day for 30 minutes. So there are going to be a variety of different programs running in your area within 2023. And it's your job to find out what's in your local area and find out how this program can actually work for you. So if you need to know any more information, just click on the Life Program website link just there, and you'll be able to do a risk test to see if you've got a high risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and stroke by scoring 12 or more. Now, when you do score 12 or more, you can call the risk number 13risk on 7475, and you'll go through to one of the amazing staff at the Life Program team, and they'll book you onto a program that's local to you and can give you the information and support you need in the next 12 months. Thanks for listening. My name's Luke Daly, and I'm one of the facilitators that runs this program in Victoria.